German submarines have been surrendering all over the place in fairly satisfactory numbers.
In May 1945, an extraordinary scene unfolded in Northern Ireland. The war in Europe was over, Hitler was dead, Berlin had fallen. Yet on the waters of Lough Foyle, the final act of one of the most feared weapons of the Second World War was still playing out. Because here, at Lisahally, near Londonderry, defeated German U-boats came in to surrender. Not in battle, not in flames, not with torpedoes running, but quietly, under escort, in total defeat. For years, German submarines had stalked the Atlantic. They had sunk merchant ships, hunted convoys, and brought Britain to the brink. Churchill later admitted that the U-boat peril was the threat that frightened him most. If the Atlantic lifeline had been cut, Britain could have been starved into submission. That is what makes this moment so striking. These were not just submarines, they were symbols of a war that had nearly strangled Britain, and now, in a dramatic reversal, they were entering a Northern Irish port as prisoners. There was a reason this happened here. Londonderry and the waters around it had been central to the Battle of the Atlantic. From this region, Allied naval and air forces helped protect the convoys that kept Britain alive. County Londonderry was not on the edge of the war. In the Atlantic struggle, it sat close to the front line. Then came the collapse of Nazi Germany. On the 14th of May, 1945, the first group of surrendered German U-boats entered Lough Foyle for Lisahally. 8 boats arrived in that first group. They were escorted by Allied warships, British, Canadian, American, a reminder that Germany's submarine campaign had been crushed by a coalition at sea. Imagine the scene. Grey water, grey skies, dark hulls moving slowly inland. No triumphant signals, no swagger, no threat, only silence, armed guards, and the unmistakable feeling that something once deadly had been broken. The lead boat was U-1009. Behind it came more submarines of the fleet that had once prowled the Atlantic. Their crews were reduced. Their mission was over. Their Reich had collapsed. Whatever pride remained now sat behind steel hulls and tired faces. And this was not some hidden operation in a remote anchorage. People knew. People watched. The war at sea, which had once seemed distant and invisible, suddenly had a physical presence in Northern Ireland. At Lisahally, the surrendered boats were berthed, guarded, inspected and counted. Row upon row of U-boats appeared at the jetty. The scale of it was astonishing. What had once been a hunter fleet was now a collection of defeated machines tied up and waiting for disposal. This is one of the reasons the story is so powerful.